Chapter 4. Mistakes of Mankind Towards Nature. Mr. Cloud says, "Hi, how are you, pals?" Miss Tree, Miss Earth and Miss River say, "Oh, great. Last night's party was very enjoyable. We had a blast." Miss Tree says, "How we danced and enjoyed. I swayed in the breeze and my leaves danced happily." Mr. Cloud says, "Me too. I rained to my heart's content and loved doing so." Miss River says, "I gushed and flowed. The musing of my rippling water filled the air." Miss Lightning says, "Well, don't forget that I provided flashy light in the background. I blazed across the sky and you all blinked in its brightness." Miss Earth says, "I got wet in the rain. The raindrops falling on my cheeks were very cool. The plants and the trees growing in my lap also liked it." Mr. Sun says, "I missed all the fun. Why did you all party when I was away?" Miss Lightning says, "Oh, come on. Sometimes it happens. Moreover, evening parties are fun." Miss Tree says, "Can anyone tell me where our dear Mr. Breeze is?" Mr. Cloud says, "There he comes." Mr. Breeze says, "Oh, I am very tired." Mr. Cloud says, "Well, you look flushed out. Why are your cheeks red?" Mr. Breeze says, "Friends, there is a bad news. I blew over different parts of the world and was shocked to see that forests are disappearing fast. The trees are vanishing in large numbers from the face of the earth. I blew across the Sahara Desert too. It was barren and hot. Many other parts of the world are also turning into deserts. You remember, Sahara Desert was once a green area, but that was long back." Miss Tree says, "This is today's reality, my friends." Mr. Cloud says, "This is a matter of concern. We party occasionally and forget our sorrows, but this is what the world has come to." Miss Tree says, "Look at me. Most of my family members are being killed in a cruel manner because humans need more space to grow crops, to make buildings and dams." Miss Earth says, "True, I agree with her. These humans just don't bother about the environment. They have put stilts and built concrete structures on me. It is very painful. The fertilizers that they use to grow crops are used in large quantities and they are hazardous to me." Miss River says, "Even I am in a bad state. Look at the garbage that flows into my water. Most of the fish have died, but I am helpless." Mr. Ozone says, "The chemicals, dangerous gases, and smoke being produced from factories and vehicles have depleted my strength. Days are not far away when my existence will be a history." Mr. Sun says, "My rays penetrate the Earth's atmosphere more strongly and brightly. The ultraviolet rays are not filtered properly because Mr. Ozone is losing his ability to do so." Mr. Ozone says, "I try to do my work sincerely, but beyond a certain limit, I can't." Mr. Sun says, "I am shocked that these humans blame the environment for their own problems. Well, don't they realize that they have inflicted these problems on themselves?" Miss Rain says, "Nowadays, when I fall down, there are so many chemicals which Mr. Breeze brings along and I turn acidic." Mr. Cloud says, Many hills and mountains are also being destroyed to build cities, towns, and roads. So I have to change my course, and then they blame the weather for being unpredictable. Climate change is today's reality. Let's face it. What do you have to say, Mr. C?
Mr. C says,
I have problems of my own. The tons of garbage that flows into me every day is killing me. Sea creatures tell me that it will be impossible for them to survive for too long. Oil spills from ships that sink or get damaged create destruction. It is too difficult for me to bear all this. The greenhouse gases have caused global warming. As a result, the glaciers are melting fast and my level is rising quickly. The humans complain that many areas and islands will go underwater in the sea in the years to come. But who is to be blamed?
Miss Earth says,
Okay, so things look very terrible. Pollution in different forms is affecting us in one way or another. Its worst part is that it is man-made.
Miss River says,
I think we should try to convey a message to mankind that if they harm us, it will also affect them adversely. Do you all agree with me?
Miss Rain says,
In that case, we all have to work together in good coordination. Mr. Cloud, you shed rain and fill the rivers. We will all try and send a message across.
Narrator.
In the previous week, there were heavy rains, flood, and landslide. The meteorological department had warned the people in many parts to move to safer areas. Miss River and Miss Tree say, It is sad that we had to resort to all this.
Mr. Breeze says,
We just wanted to remind the humans to plant more and more trees, save forests, stop polluting the rivers, seas, and the air.
Other characters say,
That's right.
Mr. Breeze says,
I hope they have understood that we just wish to warn them and not to harm them.